ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Love going to throw right away. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Love. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A carry here for Hunt. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd down, Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's go now. Hey, computer. 6, 7.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's in. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They run here with a 2nd-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton, and he's out right at the 25. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Wilson now to throw on third down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to go down again. Malik Collins. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Hey, check mega.
Play fake. Here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Let's go, start.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Strike. Check strike. Steal. Check steal. Hey.
Glove. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Dorsett. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Broncos nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. A nice pickup of 17 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again is Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Spot that, spot that. Good job right there, good job right there. Go down, go down.
Now Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Wilson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
There. Hey, 0. Look left.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw now. Here's Love. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos.
Fielded at the 20. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Wilson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
That's returnable now for Smith.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Love to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Tempo.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And they cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Okay, ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing. Love. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 14-yard line. Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Go 14.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Go. 14, got it. Let's look, double count right here, double count.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the
the first time this game, multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
3rd and long for Love.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will tie things at 17-all.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That one good for 24 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. The only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson, Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Off off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. It's Wilson on the option. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And even 100 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Wilson on the keeper. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. But defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O there to make the grab. And the Broncos have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 41, Love. His throw's going to be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think they'll give a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. 111 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Wilson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Taking it right down Broadway. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Wilson. Finding Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
There was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 123 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Again, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Denver, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.